Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Rick. I got a video today from the Financial Coffee channel. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
Do you mind repeating that?
Yeah, we've received some information on you. Unfortunately, we will be putting a permanent pause on your employment with this company.
Okay, do you mind telling me what the information is?
Yeah, our head of HR found a video of you from the Beyonce concert. The behavior you displayed was frankly not something we'd like to be associated with.
Damn! Found a video of her at a Beyonce concert. Yeah, that's why you don't post stupid things online.
It's me.
Or if you do, prepare to not have a normal job.
After getting fired from my job. I'm so upset.
Nope, fake crying. Stop lying.
I thought I had cried all I could cry yesterday, but
Okay, so there is some tears, but still some bullshit tears.
I didn't show up to an opening shift. And that's huge. It's not like there were other servers there. Like, I was gonna be the server.
No
and there
shit.
was no server there for a f***ing hour, basically, until the next one came in. So I get it.
It is November 11th and I'm getting fired today. I really hope they just do it at the beginning of shift. But yeah, this has been causing me so much stress for the past 2 months. Such a hostile work environment. And yeah, we'll see what it...
Such a hostile work environment for the last 2 months. Why did you not quit to go somewhere else if it was that hostile?
excuse to come up with to fire me.
It's November 11th, 10:08 a.m. I just got fired.
Oh, I thought you were.
Why am I
didn't
crying?
care.
Why am I crying? I knew this is coming. I literally knew this was coming.
That's how you know you're a shitty employee. When you've been of months and then you knew or slash know that you're gonna get fired. That means you're doing bad things or not doing your job properly. Like, come on.
It's over with. It's done. Never have to see this place again. Bye. Why am I crying?
I got fired from my job yesterday. This is day 2, and yesterday I pretty much just stayed inside and I cried and I was just in shock.
So I've been working at a restaurant. It's one of my 3 jobs. I can't, for legal purposes, say the name, but the chain restaurant rhymes with snack and cheese. I get suspended with no pay. I just got a phone call and they terminated me. And like, the part of me is just like, damn, I should have just shut the up and I said nothing. That's my problem. I just always got to stand on how I feel. Like, I work like a...
That's the problem, exactly, that you always stand on how you feel instead of logically doing things.
dog. And I lost my job over some bum. And I'm only crying because I'm on my cycle. That's none of y'all business. But I work hard, and if you personally know me, you know I've always been about the hustle, especially since I've had my son.
So I just got fired from this job that I've been working my absolute butt off for the past almost 3 months. And they just fired me, saying that I do not know how to utilize time, and that time is being wasted. I'm so
Sounds
angry,
about
and it
right.
was because I asked them to give their employees $1 raise. Apparently that's me stirring the pot.
No, you were probably talking and chit-chatting too much, standing with other coworkers, and that's probably why they fired you.
So I'm not happy right now.
She really was stirring the pot. She really believed that she could tell the bosses to give a pay raise to all employees, but not get fired. Guys, even one single dollar raise per hour, multiplied by many hours and by many employees, that adds up really fast. Both of these women were basically fired for running their big mouth. They were trying to tell the owners how to run their company. Women always believe that it's so easy to successfully start and run a business. Ladies, if that's so easy, why don't you start and run your own business?
I just got fired from my job. This was my pre-degree dream job we're talking about. I was obsessed.
I mean, trust me, guys, I've started many of businesses. Failed miserably many of times, guys. Many of times. I only finally landed on something is because of this YouTube right here.
with this place. And my boss texted me and she's like, how are you not gonna show up to work? Like, you're fired. And I'm like, what the hell do you mean? Like, when was this? Like, she goes, you can't not like show up to work. Like, I had a bunch of tasks for you to do and you didn't even come. Like, you didn't even tell me you weren't gonna come. I waited for you the whole day and you didn't show up.
There's a couple of reasons why I've been fired from jobs. So one time I got fired from a job because they said that I was being lackadaisical. So not only did they pull out the big words, I guess they was expecting me to show up and do
Because you were lazy? Yeah.
cartwheels, and they clearly didn't appreciate my presence because I showed up. Like, what else do you want me to do? One time I got fired from a job because they said that they heard that I was going to go play professional basketball. And I told the lady, if I was going to play professional basketball, I would be somewhere shooting in the gym. I wouldn't be punching this damn clock. And another time I got fired from a job because he literally looked at me and he was like, I feel like you meant for more than this and I can't let you work here. Look around at these people. I don't want you to end up like them. They don't even think for themselves. They just come in and do the same thing every day. I had just bought a new car and I was like, sir, I don't give a about nothing. I need to pay these bills.
I just got fired. Yep, you heard me right. I just got fired from the job.
Again, I don't think very many men are going to come on here spouting, I just got fired. Because, yeah, that's a bad look.
Job that I've worked at off and on since 2016. I guess they're mad and got word that I had a TikTok account. The administrator just called me and said that basically she got word. This was her words verbatim. Hi, this is blank, the administrator. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, we got word that you have a TikTok account and you've been filming here in the building and saying some not so nice things about our building. She was like, and you signed an agreement on TikTok that you wouldn't film at your workplace. And I said, oh, did I? I don't think so. But anyways, it's beside the point. And I was like, okay, well, I won't make no more nurse videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't make videos while I'm working. And she.
It's sad that you have to say that, right? Whatever. Like back in the day when there wasn't cell phones, I don't know, shocker for some of you guys. There was no such thing. You just had to fucking work. There was no being on your phone, filming and doing all this junk.
She was like, unfortunately, she was like, we have to terminate you. She was like, this calls for termination. And I was like, oh, okay.
In the comment section, someone actually complained that I never make videos about men's struggles. She, because I'm assuming that it's a woman, hate the fact that I shine the lights on women's struggles. This is my reply to that viewer. Okay, first of all, as men, we learned very early in life that nobody cares about our problems and our struggles.
Pretty much.
That's why we don't like to complain. We also know that nobody is coming to save us. There is no rescue for us. The cavalry is not coming for us. So complaining is not going to help us at all. And finally, I don't see many videos of men crying about their problems on social media. Okay, try this yourself. Go on TikTok and search for anything. For example, type getting fired in the search bar. 90% of all the results will be videos of women crying or complaining about being fired. Now, there are two possibilities. Either TikTok's algorithm is very biased towards women and it mostly shows videos of women, or it's mostly women posting videos on TikTok about being fired. And by the way, both things can be true at the same time.
I got fired from my job 4 days ago. Feeling scared for the future, and I know this isn't true, but it feels like I'm never gonna get another job again.
Alright, so as you can see, I've been crying because I'm just honestly so pissed and annoyed. But I just got fired from my job, and stupid reason too. It wasn't even a valid reason, not even a professional reason. I would understand if it was a reasonable one, but a stupid ass reason. And a part of me is sad because it's just not a good feeling, and especially that I just moved out here and it was hard as for me to even find a job.
So I got a job for this company in Hendersonville, Tennessee. So I spent most of my day staring at my computer doing nothing. Okay? I live 40 minutes from my job. They all know this. I drive to work this morning for my 5th shift. I've only had four full shifts last week, 1 yesterday. So I'm driving for my 6th shift today. Get there, right? I was like getting ready to go in. We have our meeting at 8:05. It's like 7:55. I'm like, okay. Walk to my desk. Our CEO is sitting there with an envelope in his hand. Just a little envelope. And he looks at me. There's people in this room. A full room of people. Hands it to me and says, we're letting you go, Sierra. I said, Okay? I've been there for 5 days. I've learned literally nothing.
Yeah, probably because you were just standing there looking at the computer and not doing anything like you said earlier.
I've been there for 5 days. Barely been trained. And I'm not working out. That's how I got fired this morning. Drove 40 minutes to get fired from a job that I have not even got to start.
I don't get why people don't act a certain way, especially at the beginning of a job. That's the most fragile time when you're employed, is like the first 3 months. Just be a good employee, not do stupid things.
I've been there for 5 days.
Do you mind repeating that?
Yeah, we've received some information on you. Unfortunately, we will be putting a permanent pause on your employment with this company.
Okay, do you mind telling me what the information is?
Yeah, our head of HR found a video of you from the Beyonce concert. The behavior you displayed was frankly not something we'd like to be associated with.
Was it?
That is kind of crazy that they search through videos of maybe just looking for your face. I don't know if it's a video that she posted, but
From my story? Because I
oh, it
just
is from
had
her story. Never mind.
one beer. I didn't know that.
We don't care about that. It was actually a video from the person in front of you at the concert during the music
Oh, it isn't even her own video. Oh shit.
challenge. You screamed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't really see the problem.
Well, that signals to us that you can't follow directions and you're lacking integrity and not fit to hold a position at this place of work.
Really? I mean, my friend brought me to the concert. I didn't even know that the mute challenge was a thing. I was just trying to have fun. Please tell me.
Really? Because she couldn't. Oh. This one is a little off, in my opinion, but I can understand it too.
You're kidding.
She's lying, by the way. This
Yeah, there's
video
no
is
way.
fake. And she's a very good actress. She deserves an Oscar. Believe all women. Guys, do you remember that? We should not believe all women. As a matter of fact, whatever women tell you, always take it with a grain of salt. They always like to embellish, exaggerate, and blow things out of proportion.
Everybody does, men and women. I would say take everyone's word with a grain of salt, even mine.
Depending on how they feel at the moment, because women are only loyal to their feelings and to their emotions, and those emotions change way too much. And that's why you should not believe all women, especially when they are crying.
We are unfortunately dead ass. We've sent an Uber messenger to send you your belongings,
It's definitely fake crying for sure.
as we don't wish to see you at this office ever again.
Oh my God, is there like a
They would never say shit like that. Holy cow.
severance package?
In accordance with state law, we do not need to provide that to you, as we have video evidence of you disrespecting Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. So,
I'm so sorry.
So stupid.
I didn't even hear the words she said. Look around, everybody on mute. I don't know the song. I'm sorry.
all right. Have a good day.
Oh my God, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I mean, think about all the men who died or who are in jail because a woman lied about them. Now, this is the worst part. When women lie, they don't even realize it sometimes. It's just a normal thing for them to do, but they get away with it and they get rewarded for it. I mean, look at how she lied during the entire video. She did it just to get views and attention on the internet, and she recorded a fake video just for that. And that should be a reminder not to believe women at all.
I just walked into my shift at the
No, I still fall for it, guys. Still fall for it.
Fish today, and my
I think this is why you got to keep watching videos, because to see more and more of it, to kind of desensitize yourself to these tears.
boss freaking fired me. He said, "I'm gonna need you to leave the door open because I'm not gonna have you working here anymore. Here's your last 2 paychecks." And I said, "Okay, what about my accrued sick time And he said, I don't have to pay you that because you didn't request it. I said, then are you firing me right now? And he said, yes. He just fired me.
This is a story all about how I got fired as a 911 dispatcher. And for full transparency purposes, before we start the series, I'm going to tell you guys.
I'm going to just go off. You have a TikTok and you're an emergency dispatcher. Probably part of it.
A story about how I was fired back in 2007 or 2008 as a 911 dispatcher and why. When this happened to me, I thought it was the end of my world. I didn't know how I was going to move on after that. I was young and had an attitude and probably wasn't like the best employee in the entire world. One of the things that they implemented was that we were all going to be given pagers, as in every dispatcher was going to be given a pager, and we had to sign a pager policy stating that if 24/7 we did not return a page within 30 minutes, that we would be written up. So if we had an emergency happen in the city, or if a bunch of staff members called in sick and they paged us unexpectedly, we had 30 minutes to return their page or we would be written up. So I went around to all the department heads and I was like, hey, can I have a copy of your call out schedule? Can you tell me how far in advance you put it out? How do you notify your people? Where is it posted? Blah, blah. So I gathered together all of this material, which by the way, all my coworkers were egging me on, because I was single, didn't have a mortgage, didn't have children, and they were really just blowing me up. Yeah, you can do this. You should be the spokesperson for the department. Now I see what they were doing. I took all of my information to my boss and told her I wasn't going to sign the pager policy because I wanted them to review this information, and I felt like until we were held to the same standard as...
Do you really think they give a fuck about you trying to change their policy when they just created the policy? Like, some companies are so big, for them to create policies like this, they went through crazy amount of research and development on these things. So, yeah, I ain't gonna listen to your bullshit.
As everyone else in the department, then I didn't think it was right that I should have to sign that, and I should have my livelihood affected. I walked with my head held a little higher for a while. I really thought I was doing something until one day I got to work, and right before I sat down at my console, my monstrously tall supervisor came over to me and said, I need you to come with me. We get into her office and she slides a piece of paper across the desk and says I'm being put on administrative leave because of a complaint that they received from a former officer that worked with us. They still terminated me because Texas is an at-will state, and my final reason for termination was conduct unbecoming of a government employee. That's the moral of the story. Don't stick up for yourself. Don't take on the bigger higher-ups for your entire department, because guess what? They let me out there to drown and I lost my job, all because I wanted us to be fairly compensated like the rest of the department.
It's just sad that these videos are being made, that they're barely a week in, 5 days in, 2 weeks in, and they're getting fired. That is ridiculous. That means you're just not a good worker in any way, shape, or form majority of the time if they're gonna fire you that early on. Come on. Again, Chow Time 2.0 downstairs, guys. Please go ahead and subscribe to it. Help me get to 1,000 on that one, and I really appreciate that. So please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate it, and catch you guys next time.